Evan here. Welcome to the Snowboard Pro Camp live chat. I'm coming to you guys from Mammoth Lakes, California. Hope you guys are all doing well. I just thought I would come on, talk to you guys, let you guys know what the snowboard schedule is like coming up and some videos to watch out for. Shortly after this chat, there's a video being uploaded about my 5 favorite or like kind of most memorable resorts from this last season. I had the chance to visit lots of incredible places this past season, so stoked to share those top 5 with you guys. And yeah, just come on here, answer any questions that you guys have about snowboarding, and yeah, just hang out. And right now, we've been snowboarding the last like 10 days in Mammoth Mountain in California. Here in Mammoth, it's been incredible for spring park riding and just spring riding in general. The conditions have been incredible. The park setup has been great, and just overall, spring riding in Mammoth has been like really living up to the hype, like exceeding expectations. So it's been some great spring riding and a great season overall. And the season is not even close to being over. We still have at least another month of snowboarding here at Mammoth. And then after that, I'm heading to Mount Hood to ride with the Cascade Snowboard Camp. If you guys want to come to Snowboard Camp, there's a link in the description if you guys want to come hang out and get some coaching there too. Let's say hello to some people who are already in the chat. We got Robert Fowler. What's up, Robert? Says good morning from Gold Coast, Australia. Awesome, man. We got Alice in the chat. Hey, Alice, thanks for tuning in. We got Bad Riders, Kevin. What's up, Adam? Thanks for hopping on, man. And we got Terrence Tate asking, how's the Mammoth Park right now? Yeah, the Mammoth Park has been great. A good range of features. They have an entire small park with 2 small jumps and then like 4 or 5 kind of easy box features. So that is a really cool setup. Then they have a medium park which has 3 or 4 kind of like tube and rail kind of box features at the start. Then it goes into a couple, at least 1 hip, and then you've got 3 medium jumps, followed by a bunch more kind of tube and box features, and then finally like a long kind of small half pipe. So a really good medium line, and then the large line is or like the XL park is pretty huge. If you're like an advanced or pro rider, there's like tons of advanced features in there. But for the kind of just everyday riders, the small and medium park is awesome. So we've been mostly riding the medium park, and it's been super fun. And the vibes out here have been great too. Like everyone's kind of like, you can tell it's just like a special place at the moment. Not a lot of places are open, so the fact that Mammoth is still going strong makes it feel like super special. We've got Dean, says, yo, Kev, what's up, Dean? Thanks for hopping on. What did you YouTube do to the streams? Bad Rider saying, this is a weird stream. What did YouTube do to the streams? Yeah, let me know, man. What's different about it? I know they do want like they're like encouraging YouTubers to go with like the vertical stream. But yeah, what's changed? JP says, what's up, Kevo? JP, thanks for hopping on. Bad Riders, hey Kev, what is the steeziest trick to work on in the spring conditions? I mean, for spring conditions, I feel like what a few of the tricks that like get me kind of excited, and that's nice to try in the spring because it's so slushy, are some of the like tube and rail tricks. especially different like board slides and lip slides. Some of the tricks that for me, I need like time to practice them. So like just like with a lot of tricks, even tricks I did a few years ago, if if I'm not like actively doing them, I kind of lose those tricks, and then I'm like afraid to try them again because if it's the middle or early season, like if you fall on some of those like board slide tricks or lip slides on a rail, it's like a high consequence because you're landing on firm snow or ice or like landing on the feature itself. Where if you're trying those in the spring, you kind of have that like soft, slushy landing. So that's what I've been really excited about, kind of getting back and learning again, is some of the board slide and lip slide tricks on like tubes and rails. So yeah, those tricks have never come like super easy to me. And over the years, like building up and getting some of those tricks has been super fun. But it's also super challenging. So the spring kind of soft snow really helps me to get those tricks back. So that's been really fun. We got Rob Gams in the chat. What's up, Rob? Oh, Rob Gams saying the interface of the chat is definitely different now. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they've YouTube is, I think what YouTube is doing is they're trying to be more like TikTok and Instagram in terms of like trying to push shorts and push the kind of like scroll type style videos. So yeah, YouTube with like short videos, and then they're including like live streams into the scrolling, which I think is maybe good for the like a live stream. I think now gets shared more into like the scroll. So maybe that's gonna attract more people into live streams or into different channels because it's gonna pop up as they're scrolling. So that's one thing I think YouTube is kind of doing differently. Yeah, Bad Rider saying it's in the shorts area in YouTube, and you can swipe up between streams. Yeah, that's that's exactly what they're doing. I think it's I don't know. I guess it's good. You guys, yeah, let me know. What do you guys think is better? But yeah, they recommend doing it this tall way, I think, because they want to include it in the shorts and the streams. Hopefully more people find the live stream this way. That'd be cool. Rob Gams asking, making it out to Timberline this spring/summer. Yeah, I'll probably be in Timberline early June, like late May or early June. The summer pass I think starts like early June, so I don't know if I'm gonna get that pass or I might have to get it. I'm not sure. But then I'll be with the High Cascade camp from kind of mid-June until early July. So we'll definitely be at Mount Hood for at least a month or a month and a half, and always love being out there for like spring riding and early summer. So super fun time. So yeah, Rob, I'll see you out there, man, hopefully. We got Blissful in the chat. We got Luke Hayes saying morning all. Yeah, morning Luke. Thanks for hopping on, man. Rob Gams is planning to go up tomorrow. Timberline got like 6 inches of snow last night, oddly enough. Oh, wow, that's crazy, man. Yeah, actually here at Mammoth too, we got a bunch of new snow as well. I think, I don't know how much fell on the mountain. I think they were calling for only like an inch or two, not that much. But it has been snowing outside, so that's been pretty cool. Hopefully Timberline gets lots of snow in May to really extend the summer. That'd be great. We got Shred 1904 in here. Justin Visey's in the chat. What's up, Justin? Got the chance to ride with Justin like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. It was super fun to ride with him at North Star. We got JP. Where would you rank the indoor disaster out of boards you've rode before, and what's your favorite part of it? Oh, you mean the indoor survival? Yeah, this guy right here, Capita Indoor Survival. I would rate it as it's a really good kind of like intermediate park snowboard. Intermediate. I mean, it kind of is the it's a more it's a more diverse park snowboard that I've more than I've ridden in the past. So the last couple of years, my park boards have been a little bit stiffer, and this park snowboard, the indoor survival, is a little bit softer. Um, and so it's better for doing butters. It's easier for doing smaller tricks, and it's been super fun. It's fun to ride. So I think if you're a beginner through to like low advanced park rider, then this is like a really good board. If you're going for like really big jumps and like big rails, things like that, and you might think it's too soft, um, but it's a pretty like diverse park board for kind of like all levels. So yeah, I would rank it. I'd rank it high. I really like it. Um, I think my next board, I might get it. I think I do prefer a slightly stiffer park board. Just feels a bit more stable on like when I'm doing like bigger jumps. Feels a bit more stable with a stiffer board. But that's a trade-off because with a stiffer board, then things like butters are going to be harder and it's going to be a little bit less forgiving. So yeah, everything's a bit of a trade-off. But yeah, the indoor survival has been super good. We got Medium of Media. What's up? Thanks for hopping on. Um, Bad Rider, 6 inches in Timberline, and Kev's stuck in Cali. Um, oh man, well, we did get a little bit of snow here, and I mean, they're both super good spots for sure. Shred 1904 saying more sun, less snow. Uh, Perfect for park. Absolutely. We got Carson in the chat from Reno. What's up, Carson? Thanks for hopping on, man. Hope you got a good last few days at North Star, dude. Um, Stardog says, "Hey man, how do you consistently snowboard without hurting your knees? The inside of my knees usually hurt after doing 2 or 3 days a week. Not sure what your thoughts are here." I feel like with that kind of stuff, it kind of depends on the person. For me, my knees have like never affected me. I've had like friends who snowboard who like talk about like their knees giving them issues. But for me, like I've never had knee problems. I've had like minor things with my knees if I have like a bad fall or land awkwardly or twist my knee in an awkward way, then I might have some knee issues. But I've been lucky with my knees that they don't really give me any issues. I do have some issues, certain issues with my back from time to time, or with my like neck and shoulders. If I have a fall, or I think just from being out in the cold. But um, if you have knee issues, maybe try playing around with your stance a little bit. Maybe if your stance, was a little bit narrower or adjusting the angles, maybe try playing around with your stance and see if that like is a bit more just more forgiving on your knees. So yeah, I'd say try playing around with your stance. Also, check out some. You could like look into some mobility exercises and stretches that you can do at home before and after snowboarding. Things that just kind of get your knees kind of warmed up and ready for a day of riding. Maybe stuff like that can help. So yeah, some healthy knee routines with like strengthening and stretching, and yeah, and possibly it could be your stance too. So I hope that you can sort that out, and yeah, just be riding pain free. That would be the best. Um, Bad Rider says, "I miss the old streams." Oh no, this new stream format is not in Adam's favor. Um, But yeah, what's up, Adam? What do you miss? What's like changed? Is it just not doesn't seem as quality? What's going on? I kind of get what you're saying. Maybe I should go back. I could go back to the horizontal style. We got Art. Olo says, "Hey everyone, what's up, Art?" And this is pretty cool. We got 50 people tuning in, so stoked to have all you guys here. We got 7 likes. Yeah, drop a like if you get the chance. If you haven't yet, subscribe here to Snowboard Pro Camp. And we also do a bonus uh, live stream for members. So if you want to become a member here, hit that join button. You can join, and then you get access to the members stream as well, like a bonus stream. But yeah, hit me up, guys, with any of your questions, any snowboard questions. If you're curious about spring snowboarding and how to extend your season, hit me up. And yeah, right now I'm in Mammoth Lakes, California. Snowboarding here is still open until the end of May. And then on to Mount Hood and Timberline for the High Cascade camp, where they have summer snowboarding. So yeah, check out all that good stuff. Oh, Carson says, thank you for the beanies. I'm going to the post a thank you video. Oh, wow. Awesome, Carson. Yeah, we sent out Carson some beanies and stickers. Awesome. I'm so stoked that you got those, man. Alice, I was planning on High Cascade this summer, but I messed up my knee. Oh no. I hope everything has an amazing time. Everyone has an amazing time out there. Awesome. Thanks, Alice. Well, I hope that you, yeah, heal up and you're feeling better. Really sorry about your knee. Yeah, hope that gets better and you get back out there. Yeah, we'll miss you out there this summer, Alice. So get better and get ready for snowboarding next year. Bad Riders, here's a question for the chat. We just passed prices announced. Oh, lift pass prices announced for Aussie season, and they are high. How much would you be willing to pay to ride a day? $200, $300, $400 a day. Oh man, yeah, that's a lot of moolah. Um, yeah, yeah. How much would you guys pay for a pass? I definitely would not pay any of those amounts. I wouldn't pay two, three, or $400. Yeah, that's a shame. I feel like the pass structure now really they're trying to push everyone into getting a season pass, which is oddly enough, the price of a season pass has come down in the last like 7 or 8 years. I remember buying a pass for Whistler, say like in 2012, and it was 1,600 Canadian dollars for a season. And now I think you can get it for 12 or 1,300. So the price of a season pass, and then that's the Epic Pass too, which gets you unlimited to Whistler and then access to ride in other resorts. So that's kind of a cool thing. But yeah, it's not really worth it to get day tickets anymore, a day pass, because that's too expensive. I mean, I think the best thing to do is to, I mean, one would be to support smaller, more local resorts, which I try to do. Like anytime I plan a trip with my friends, I always, and if they don't have, like they don't have the season passes, so we go to smaller resorts that where like a day ticket is like a 125 Canadian for the day. So trying to go to places like that, like I took my friend Chris to also to Mount Baker, where it was about 125 a day. Um, I feel like that's like pretty reasonable, around $100 if you're going to a high-end resort. But yeah, if you're, I mean, yeah, so that is one option, is to try to support the smaller resorts that are keeping their prices low. The other option is, I mean, this one is harder, but to hopefully just get more resorts built and made and have more options for people. Like if we just for example, like where Whistler is in BC, Canada, it's the only resort for, I mean, there's some resorts around Vancouver, but in that area of Whistler, yeah, Whistler, BC, Pemberton, Squamish, those places, it's the only resort in that area. So they can kind of do whatever they want. There's not really any options. So, you know, the other option would be to have more ski resorts that give people more choice, and hopefully that will help bring the price down too. So I think between those things, I mean, if you know you're going to go like say 8 to 10 times in a season, getting that season pass makes, you know, the per visit time a lot lower. So that's like one way to get more value, is to get that season pass. And then the other option is to, like, if you're just going to go for the day with your friends, go to smaller resorts. And I mean, in Australia, like where you are, Adam, if there's not a ton of options, I think there's some add-ons that you can get for your season pass, like those buddy tickets and like bring a friend tickets. Excuse me. So hopefully if you can get some of those like buddy day tickets, and then save your friends some moolah that way too. But yeah, it's an interesting problem, and it's tough. Justin says, so fun riding with you boys. And Zach, you boys created a video with the pond skim from North Star. Would be cool to see that video. Yeah, Justin, I just took some, it was mainly for stories, but I will send you some of the videos. And yeah, it was super fun checking out the pond skim. I think we could have made like a crazy pond skim video if we didn't have to sign up to do the pond skim, which maybe next year we can not at North Star, but someplace where they have a natural like pond skim would be super fun to do a video like that. I did one years ago up in Whistler with TJ, and it was awesome. One of my favorite days was the pond skim at Whistler, riding with TJ. So the natural ones to me are the best. Art says $200 is already too much. Yeah, absolutely agree, Art. 385 Australian dollars in some Icon Epic resorts. Yeah, that is wild pricing. We are looking at $240 for a day pass at Vail-owned resorts. Season pass early sales are the only way to ride. Yeah, season pass, and if you can add in some of those buddy tickets to save your friends money. Unfortunately, that's the only way. Maybe in Australia, some people will see the high prices of lift tickets and create some competition and get some more resorts out there. Marcin, hi Kev, hello everyone. Hey Marcin. I know, just back to the Australia problem too, I know a lot of Australians go to New Zealand for their ski trips because Australia is so expensive. So which is like a kind of a funny solution to the problem, is that like you guys have ski fields in your country, but then a lot of Australians are leaving because it's cheaper to do it in New Zealand. So that's a weird kind of workaround to get a more affordable ski trip. Art says, Kev, how many days a year do you snowboard? Art, I'm not totally sure, but like last year, I'm riding most of the year. There's some months where it's slower. Like actually last year, I don't think I rode in August, but besides that, I'm trying to ride every month. Yeah, just to keep the video content coming, and like snowboarding is what I love to do most in the world. So it's yeah, super lucky to be doing this job, and yeah, I'm just trying to get after it as much as possible. So I think this year riding every month. We'll be my plan is after Oregon in July to be going to Argentina for a month or two, and then that'll take me pretty close to next winter, and just gonna keep it rolling. every month. So I'm not sure how many days exactly, but I'm trying to ride like 4 or 5 days a week, at least. Some weeks not as much. If I am taking days off, it's either because of travel, like traveling someplace, or poor weather. If the weather's good, I'm always going. Bad Rider says low impact leg exercises help me with my knees. Awesome. Yeah, that's good advice. Oh, it's more to do with the chat covering the vid. At least it is on mobile. Um, yeah, that's I think that's what they like here on YouTube. They want to have the chat like in the middle of the video screen. But yeah, when I turn the phone sideways, I don't think it'll let me do it now, but turning it horizontal ways, that goes back to the old style of chat. Yeah, Bad Rider is kind of worried that YouTube is pushing mobile-centric content over conventional content. Wonder what will happen to their PC platform. I'm sure their PC platform is gonna go away at some point. But yeah, I think it's funny because when YouTube first started, most people would watch YouTube videos on like a PC or desktop computer, where now I think it's probably 90% mobile. Um, I think that's just the way things are trending. Bad Riders, yeah, our options are limited, but with the cost of living starting to level out here, it might be time to start looking overseas. Yeah, overseas can be sometimes cheaper. Even for like North Americans, I think it's potentially cheaper to fly to Europe for a snowboard trip because the day tickets are so inexpensive. A lot of European resorts too, you don't need a car. You can just take a train to the resort. Cheap lift tickets. Food, I mean, I think even food now in Europe is cheaper than North America. So yeah, even for us skiers and snowboarders in North America, I think it might be cheaper to fly to Europe for a snowboard trip. Bad Riders. The issue is that New Zealand has started limiting access to the mountain to limit crowding, but yeah, that is a solution. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, the ski and snowboard industry is funny. It's at an all-time high, I think, for like participation for people actually doing skiing and snowboarding, which is filling up the resorts, which is yeah making the prices go higher. Which yeah they have to have like they're limiting now the number of tickets, or you have to reserve parking, things like that. Yeah, I think we just need more ski resorts. I think that's the biggest solution. Also, why isn't Chuck here for this? I think Chuck is working. I think these live chats fall on one of his work days, unfortunately. But we did watch an epic Chuck live stream like 2 weeks ago, I think, which was awesome. Alice, FYI, you have to hit the three dots at the top. At the top to like the video. I just figured that out. Awesome, Alice. Thank you for the like. Badger says Chuck is earning cash for his next trip video series that he will never release. Give him time. I think he will, all in good time. Stardog, can we get a YouTube snowboard content creator slopestyle contest going in the spring? Oh, wow. I mean, I can already tell you where that would, who's going to be the winner of that. So YouTube snowboard creator slopestyle contest. I mean, it would be close, but I would think that it would be yeah, I don't know who would win it. I think Casey Willax would take the crown in that. He's pretty insane with the slope style and the stees and everything. So we don't need to do a contest. I already know who's gonna win. Casey's gonna take it. Max says, cheers from Russia. Awesome. What's up, Max? Thanks for tuning in all the way from Russia. Epic. Um, oh yeah, just let you guys know I do have a video premiering in 12 minutes, and it's kind of like a recap of my five favorite kind of like they're like I don't know if they're like I don't know exactly what to call it. I call it best resorts, but like most memorable resorts or like just five places that are real standouts from this past season. Um, it's kind of hard to judge resorts because everywhere you go, there's always, it depends on the day, it depends on your experience. Um, but these five places were kind of five special resorts where I had great days riding with like really cool people. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. It's coming out in 12 minutes, I hope. Um, hey, Narav, do you know if it says it's the video's premiering? I changed it to 4:30. Um, okay, yeah, Narav confirmed 10 minutes. Bad Rider says, I wonder how the flow on will work with the lift prices and gear sales. Will we see less R&D on snowboards? Will outerwear suffer too? There's so much that can get affected. Um, yeah, I think Adam, you're onto something there. I think I don't know for sure, but I feel like companies are probably selling less gear at the moment just because of like the inflation, people trying to save money, um, all this kind of stuff, and yeah, it's becoming a bit of an issue. Yeah, I mean, snowboarding it can be an expensive sport. I know the outdoor master goggles. That's kind of a big part of their platform is making the goggles more inexpensive, more affordable to just like the average person. So I feel like people are going to continue to buy gear, but maybe they're going to not be getting like the high end stuff, like the expensive like snowboards that are over $1,000, or the really expensive like Dean is saying. I just paid 450 for a set of bibs this year. Yeah, like even outerwear, you can get good outerwear that is not necessarily Gore-Tex, but maybe like in more inexpensive materials for cheaper. So maybe the trend will just be towards more inexpensive gear. Firecracker says, I have this girl who wanted to go snowboarding with me. Um, uh, Bad Riders, yeah, that's common for us, Dean, but I think my days of paying $1,800 for snowboards is kind of over. Yeah, Adam, absolutely, man. I mean, the indoor survival board, that was, I think that's kind of why I went towards this board too. It was more of a middle of the road, like priced snowboard. I think there's like some things that, yeah, it's like if you pay like the middle of the road price on your hard goods, like the board, boots, bindings, so not going like getting extravagant stuff, then you're gonna kind of get some like good gear that's you're still gonna really enjoy. But then there's other things like your outerwear that you can definitely save some money on, and yeah, like not everybody needs Gore-Tex. You don't always need like um, yeah, really expensive outerwear. Even like mittens and things for under $100, you can get like really uh, quality mittens. Like yeah, the goggles under $100. Um, yeah, my pants this year, the pants that I'm wearing, I got them on sale. I think they were like 200. My jacket that I picked up recently, I got on sale. I think it was 300 Canadian. So there's definitely some deals out there. Um, Jonathan, do you actually like Clue bindings? Yes, these are the best bindings. Um, I mean, they speak for themselves. You don't need to, Jonathan, you don't have to take anybody's word for it. You don't have to, um, yeah, just, yeah, just think for yourself. Think, is this good? a binding system that have straps that you can use as a step in, step out, or just as straight straps. So you get the best of both worlds. Um, like from my experience, like doing a lot of spring riding, it's been amazing because I just come off the chairlift, I step straight into them. I don't have to stop, sit down, I don't have to stop and strap them up. I just get off the chairlift, step into the binding, and go straight into the park. So, I mean, it speaks for itself. You don't need anybody to convince you. There's no convincing. You just, is that a good thing? I do think that now the whole like stopping, strapping up, that's going to be over in a couple of years. I'm sure some people will still hold on to it and still do it, but the number of step-in systems that are out now, and the reason I think Clue is the best step-in system is because they have the straps. So you get convenience, plus you get the convenience and you get the performance all together. And yeah, you say that the only people that say good things are paid. I mean, there's like thousands and thousands of people with Clues now, tens of thousands of people. People love Clue bindings. So, and it's not just the sponsored riders. Bad riders. My issue is having had premium gear. Is it hard to go back to mid-range gear? You'll get used to it, Adam. Or you can just ride your premium stuff until it breaks and you have to burn it in a fire in pieces. Just ride your premium stuff until it's over. But it is super fun getting new gear, getting new stuff. But yeah, I know what you're saying, man. There's some. I feel like the mid-range gear though, as snowboard gear does get better. I think year after year. Maybe not every brand and every model, but I think overall everything is getting a little bit better. So, I mean, even with boards, bindings, boots, I think what happens is the premium tech kind of gets put into the mid-range gear year after year as newer and newer stuff comes out. So yeah, there's always going to be some great new stuff that you can check out. Bad Riders, yeesh, the binding gatekeeping is rife. I still remember the comments from the Burton camp around step-ons when they came out. Look where they are now and where we are going. Yeah, and I mean, like snowboarding isn't about like everybody doing the same thing. Snowboarding is supposed to be about everyone doing their own thing. Everyone kind of like, yeah, if you like this or that, if one style or another, park snowboarding or powder, everyone has their own way of looking at snowboarding, experiencing it, style, tech, everything is, I mean, anytime there's like I think it's snowboarding is the opposite of everybody doing the same thing. Snowboarding is about everyone having their own unique style, unique experience. Yeah, and not trying to fit in, not trying to do the same thing. So, yeah, that's the best part of snowboarding. The worst part of snowboarding is somebody saying, "Oh, you have to do it this way." That's like that's something else. That's a different sport. That's not snowboarding. Bad Riders, haha, a sacrifice to the snow gods, burning the high-end gear to appease them and lower the prices. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, burn your stuff to appease the snow gods for the upcoming season. Um, that'd be a good video actually. And Bad Rider says, Narav, I've heard you rip down the hill too. He does, yeah. Narav, he's been helping me with the videos, but also progressing with his riding. He's getting some 180s off of tubes. He's getting some 180s down, 360s on the way, board slides. on the way too. So lots of progression. Awesome, guys. So I'm just going to hop off here. If you guys have some time, there's a video premiering in 2 minutes with my 5 best resorts from this past season. So I hope you'll check that out. And then post that video, we'll do a members bonus chat. So if you want to become a member, just hit that, not subscribe, we'll hit the subscribe, but then also hit the join button. And if you guys want to come snowboarding with me at Mount Hood this season with the High Cascade Camp, there's a link in the description to that. But yeah, thank you guys all for hopping on here. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you in the comments, the live comment section on the video premiere happening in 2 minutes. Awesome. Okay, see you guys.